In the 44th minute of the Columbus Crew's season opener against Portland, Diego Rossi scored a screamer from outside the box. While this was a great goal for Columbus's T-Rex number 10, I wanted to examine how the Crew broke down Portland's defense and how to see patterns of play like this developing. Welcome to Soccer with Sam. I've been drawn to the game of soccer my whole life, and I felt determined to deepen my understanding of the game by diving deeper into some of the game's biggest and most exciting plays. I believe that at its core, soccer is a game about shape. It isn't hard to prevent a goal when you have an organized defense and players in the right places. And goals happen when people break that shape with a line-breaking pass or a moment of brilliant skill, or sometimes just pure magic. In this case, the Diego Rossi goal had a mix of all of the above. So let's rewind back to the build-up and figure out how this goal comes together. This goal comes off an extended possession from the Crew, who had recycled the possession back to their center backs a few times. Portland is organized in their 4-2-3-1 formation, and the Crew have a front line of 4 players right now, with Andres Herrera, Wessam Abu Ali, Hugo Picard, and Max Arfsten in their front. In this instance, the Crew have swapped their wingbacks with Andres Herrera on the left side and Max Arfsten on the right. This type of switch had been done intentionally by the Crew over the last few years, though we actually didn't see it that much in the debut of their manager Heinrich Rudström, as we can see demonstrated by their heat maps, though they were swapped in this instance. In this instance, Portland is happy to let the Crew center backs on the ball and don't activate their press when the center backs have the ball. They only lightly pressure Amar Sejdic, the Crew's central midfielder, but the play kicks off in earnest when the ball arrives at Maldi Amundsen, the Crew's left center back of their back three system. Amundsen has 3 obvious passing options in this instance: Andres Herrera out wide, Taha Helbrun, who is the other arm of their double pivot midfield, or recycling the ball back to their center backs. However, light pressure from Portland's front gives Amundsen a moment to pick out a 4th pass option, breaking past Portland's defensive midfielder Diego Chara and right back Brandon Bai. Abu Ali has a brilliant first touch from this pass, controlling the ball while also immediately moving it into space and rounding Finn Sermon, the Portland center back. This causes Cole Bassett, the other defensive midfielder for the Timbers, who is having a brilliant game, to step to Abu Ali and end up clearing some space. At the same time as Abu Ali receives the ball, Hugo Picard makes a run to the outside, dragging Portland's other center back, Alex Bonatig, with him. I love moments like this because they're super easy to overlook but extremely important to this goal coming to life. Bassett's departure in the middle opens up acres of space for Diego Rossi. The only defender left in front of him is Yimra Fori, the Portland left back, who's trapped in a 1-on-2 between Rossi and Max Arfsten on the right. Let's talk about Diego Rossi for a moment. He had a strong 2025 as the main man for the Crew after the departure of Cucho Hernandez, tallying 16 goals and 4 assists. But I feel like Rossi tends to be at his most dangerous when teams kind of forget about him, just for a moment. He's great at losing defenders' attention just for a second and then cutting defenses open, and having someone like Abu Ali who's taking up a lot of defensive attention should mean that we see even more moments like this from Diego Rossi this year. We actually saw a moment fairly similar to this one in the 8th minute when a give-and-go sequence had Hugo Picard isolated against Bonatig. And you can watch Abu Ali absorb 2 defenders while a run from Max Arfsten pulls Brandon Bai. This leaves Diego Rossi as the forgotten man at the top of the box, and a great pass from Picard creates this fantastic chance that only gets thwarted by a brilliant save from the Portland keeper. Back to the play at hand, Rossi then has the last thing that this sequence needs, which is a little bit of magic. With a great shot placed in the upper left-hand corner, he levels the game, and the Crew fans celebrate. While defensive struggles ultimately cost the Crew a result in this game, some of their attacking patterns proved to be very interesting. Abu Ali's hold-up play was incredible all game, and even Picard, who's been a little bit maligned, had some very creative runs. Rossi was able to just slip out of the mind of his defenders to create moments like this goal here. I'm excited to continue to follow the Crew as they develop these type of attacking sequences under Rudström. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be trying to do similar videos for most of the crew goals this year, and might even do videos for the Portland goals just to see where the crew's defense broke down, but also the interesting things that Portland did and how they managed to create some of these opportunities. I'll also be on the lookout for cool goals throughout MLS and interesting things that are worth this level of analysis as I continue to grow and learn and build my own understanding of the game. Here's the goal one last time for good measure. I hope as you watch this back, I've given you a few more things to see and to notice about how this goal ultimately came together and how plays like this can develop. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope that you enjoyed and learned something from it. And I hope to see you next time in Soccer with Sam.